Hey guys, I am so happy that you are here. Today I'm going to be doing another flip through of my no rules, non-linear little zine punk journal thingamabobs. I'm currently working in a composition book just because I wanted to see what it's like and what I can do with it. So I'm going to keep filling this up, and then I think I'm going to try out a Cahier traveler's notebook. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, now I'm like wishing to make another one of these. But yeah, they started to get like, where I was doing them like really often, and like maybe every week and a half to 2 weeks, which was the point of it. But I found that I wanted to journal and I wouldn't have like the next week's, journal done. So if you go back through my videos, I have done a flip through of these two. This was my very first one. And yeah, I don't know, just like one day I stopped at my desk and I said, oh, I'm going to make a quick journal. And I'm not going to judge myself at all. And I'm going to just put everything that comes to mind in it, dreams, clippings, pictures, and the art of other Patreon accounts that I follow. So yeah, I really love this concept, and I think I have a video on how I made one too, and it's kind of just like making a junk journal, but I put plain paper in mine and did pages by marking some backgrounds with line art and stuff like that, like with Tombow markers and mild liners. So I'm really not sure which one came next. Now I'm forgetting which one came next in the series. So this one is my latest one that I did not finish, and I think it's because I made it into a double journal, and I don't know, I think it was getting monotonous. It was getting too repetitive, and I just get distracted when things are the same over and over again. So I might come back to it, but it's one of these double open things, like I think it's called gatefold or something. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling like inspired or motivated to work in it. So I don't know, maybe, yeah, I just don't like that style, I guess. But I loved the cover and how I made everything, how I collaged everything. And a lot of this stuff is from Jenna Templeton. She made some incredible Play-Doh art in her collage sheets. And this house is by me. That's on my Patreon. And this journal card is from me. And this is from Jenna. So I do like the covers, but the journaling itself in this one, I don't think I was motivated, or it was too overwhelming, all the pages. Excuse me. Look how long this cat is. That's Pepper. Get out of here. Okay, so maybe I'll go through this one because this is kind of similar. I was trying to do a similar thing in here as I did in this one. Yeah, so this was a gift bag handle, and I just used that as like the closure. It's kind of flimsy, but I can always tighten it up. Pocket Journal Pim had made a picture of me, and I was so touched by that. I was just so incredibly grateful, so I had to put that on the cover. And I think these words, compare yourself only to yourself, is from Susie's Tiny Desk. This is mine, Froggily. I think I was thinking of Totally, like Toad, but I did that instead. I don't know. I think that was a cognitive error. I'm not sure. This Cloud Girl is from me. I think she kind of looks like Swedish or German or something. It looks like she's from the Alps or something. This is from Pocket Journal Pam as well. And this is forgot to tell you guys, I was using junk mail that I got as a cue for the shape of what I was going to make as far as a journal. And so this one was like a little mailer about life insurance and burial insurance or something. But I folded, you know how people do, like especially if you junk journaled and made your own journals, people will fold things and see if like, oh, this would make a cute size journal. Oh, now just looking at this, I loved this. This was so fun. It was so easy to fill up. So easy. But yeah, I took a mailer. And so this one was like a trifold mailer. I don't remember what it was for. Oh, it was like for pet food or something. Yeah, a pet store. What is it? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, this is the flyer. And on the back, I have this deodorant self-care is from me. And this one, I think, is from Susie's Tiny Desk. And these, oh, and this is Susie, I think. And then these are Pocket Journal Pam's. And that one's mine, a little journal image there. The background, I used gift bag. You can see these like stripes going this way. This was from a birthday gift bag. And then you open it up, and I decided to leave the inside cover blank just so you can tell that it's a, you know, junk mail. And then on this side, this is Susie's Tiny Desk. I love this image by her. It just fit perfectly here. And this is Pocket Journal Pam. And I have all kinds of little office stickers just to make it easier to journal. That was the idea behind this, like, no rules, punky kind of journal, is using at least amount of supplies, inexpensive supplies, and just using art from fellow artists that are small creators. So anyway, when you open up, this was a drawing that my sister made, and she thought it was horrible, but I was like, no, this is perfect. This is exactly what is necessary. Like, this is true art because it's wonky and it just looks so adorable. And people are really hard on themselves and they want to draw realistically. But in my opinion, I don't really like that because it doesn't show very much imagination or your personal interpretation of something, or like your subconscious, like how your brain controls your hand and how it draws. Like, this is a sign of like what's going on in the person's brain. So, you know, I just love it, how wonky it is. And so I colored it in a little bit, and yeah. That's it for that. This is just a little piece of handmade paper that my kids, you know, they had made something, and I think it got washed in the laundry. And so I picked that up off the floor and put it in. This is a sticker from a sketchbook I got my daughter, and I just wrote random numbers on it. I think I took the numbers from this tag and like put random numbers on it. I think it came from that. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, and then this is Pocket Journal Pam, right here. And, okay, so then this is the first page. Oh, this, yeah, these are just scraps. I created my own font, and so these were, like, leftover cutouts from, excuse me, the letters I made. So I put that in there. And this also was, like, it's meant to, like, collect weird things, too. Like, that was my hope. And this is kind of really the only odd thing I actually found. It was a luggage tag in our little village on a sidewalk. So I thought it was cool, and it was a cool color. And I put it on a brad just so it's kind of interactive and you can twist it and things. This is just some wrapping from packaging. And we got some kind of like light bill or information from like our electric people or something. Power company. And I liked the logo a lot, so I ripped it out of the envelope and just said, oh, I like this logo. So, and then this is another piece of that project that my kids made. I don't remember what they made, but you can see I started out with plain paper, and I used, let's see, it's color copy. I think it's Hammermill Color Copy, color cover copy paper or something like that. It's a really thick and smooth paper. It doesn't do well though with watering these down. I haven't tried watercolor on it yet. That's probably a good idea to try that out now that I'm kind of getting into the watercolor thing. And this is just a piece I made for my Patreon for April. Okay, so this is another piece by me. I actually like her so much. Oh my gosh, I need to start trying to make my noses smaller again. But yeah, this is a little journaling card in my Patreon collection. And I got a picture of my cat. She sleeps in really weird places, so I love to take pictures of when she finds places. And I just wrote, "Can you spot the cat?" I was carrying my daughter at the beach, and I wrote probably one of the last times I'll be able to carry her, and I wrote the date, and I just wrote, "Saw a little house spider, my hand is numb." So that's like, and that's an example of the journaling that I'm trying to do, is just, you don't have to like have an experience, like an extravagant experience to journal. You can basically just collect the things that you thought about, the things you saw, the things you heard, things that you dreamed about. Like, this was the point of this, like random thoughts that come to your mind, put it in here, put everything in here. And so it really is a collection of who you are, where you were, what your brain was thinking, what your consciousness was thinking and experiencing, and just like putting it all together, and it makes you, you know, and it can motivate you to do other things like in your life. You can use it as, I don't know, you can see patterns, like what do you notice? What do you gravitate towards? Yeah, you really can get to know yourself that way, instead of having like this strict idea of what a journal should be, what a journal should have, what a spread should look like. Yeah, you can just be more free. That was the point of these. So I hope to like adapt this style into a different type of journal. And I'm thinking of the Moleskine notebooks. They are sewn, and for the spine. And I think I want to, maybe the passport size would be like more similar to this. I'm not sure. I don't know. Or just I'll make more journals. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm always changing my mind, and that kind of stresses me out. It's changing my mind. But anyway, I took a picture of my sister and my husband sleeping, taking naps. This is just a leftover thing. And that reminds me that we played, oh gosh, what is it called? It's not called Sus. What is it called? Oh my God, Sussy. Oh, you're sus. I can't remember the video game right now. It's so dumb of me. But anyway, my daughter came up with the idea to play it in real life. So we did it, and it was actually really fun. And I took the leftover sheets that she made and put it in my journal. And I just came up with a quote that came to mind, still recuperating from my childhood trauma. And, you know, I was like, well, maybe in the future with this, I will draw a picture of somebody in their bed sleeping, and then that's the quote that I could have. So that's how ideas come up. This is Pocket Journal Pam. This says lives in a dream world. I also glued a bread tag on there. And I love having the bread tags. Those are cool to make them like stick out. Oh, it's called Among Us. I just saw the Sussy, and then I thought Among Us. Okay, so that was the name of the video game. Okay, so you can see that I put a background on all of these pages with marker. It motivates me to get started with the journal. Again, making my own font. You know, it's spelled out high, so I glued that in there. And this is a card I made in my Patreon. It says memory making, and it's 2 bunnies. It's supposed to look like school cards, you know, with the letter and then, you know, the word. This is also part of the live action Among Us game. I think we had to, like, you know, complete the connect the dots or something. So I used them as flaps. And then behind the flaps, I have pictures of us going to a movie to see Super Mario. And I put our once-a-year trip to the movies in Bluffton, because our movie theater is kind of far away. It's like 45-minute drive, and it's gotten so like expensive. So we kind of just do it once a year. Like, we have all the streaming services and stuff. So, but anyway, it was fun for the kids, and it was 3D, so they got to have like 3D glasses. This image is Susie's tiny desk, and I had this leftover table scatter confetti things, and they're made out of chipboard. And I got a whole bag of them. There were so many in the bag, and they're from Walmart. And I still have some left over, but I wanted to use them in this journal and just, you know, put them everywhere I could. I had some leftover papers and put like a washi tape like sampler on these. And I'm not really using washi tape either. And then just, you know, sticker from the pharmacy. And on this day, I got some Happy Mail from Tara, from Terribly Creative, and Allie. And yeah, I think this is some washi tape Tara sent me, and I sampled it on there. But yeah, throughout this thing, I'm really just using things I've received or masking tape, because I just wanted it to be super easy and like to where I didn't have to think about anything, like picking out washi tapes and stuff. So on this, I put this in here. This is from the sketchbook that I got my daughter, and I just thought it was cool and interactive, and it has all like the sizes that they make of notebooks, and just used some stickers that Allie gave me, and just more paper scraps. There's nothing under these. Half cats on a Ferris wheel. Maybe that's an idea I had for a drawing. That's what I think. See, whenever you come up with an idea, you put it in there, and then when you don't have any ideas, you can go back through your journal. And this is, I said, figure A, childhood imagination. And she had dug a hole to make herself like a chair. A childhood imagination and creativity. She dug out a lounge chair in the sand. Childhood engineering at its best. And this came out of a Walmart cereal box, and I thought it was super cute. Like, they have some really cute designs on their packages lately. So I cut out the monster in pieces because, of course, he was like blocked by like a bowl of cereal and stuff like that. So I just cut as much as I could and put this brad on here to make a swivel. And I use these. I go for these, and oh no, it got turned upside down again. Oh my god, I fixed it. Don't put it upside down. Yeah, but I got these from Amazon, and they've lasted for a super long time. I like them. Can help you make things interactive. So yeah, I put things, just random things in here like scraps. I think what this was how people look at art. So they look left to right and up to down, and from the left top to the right bottom, I guess. And this is just images. So what I do is, when I see something that's inspiring, I'll save the picture, and then once it's time to go print pictures of family and stuff, I also print my things that inspire me. So this is like a picture of somebody who altered a library card, a due date holder, which I thought was really cool. They put like a building up here, and they put a ladder and a door there. And this is just a random picture of how people, like, somebody made a collection of just random pictures, I guess. I'm not sure what it is, but I just like how they set it up. So let's see. And this is mine, and this is mine. And I glued a picture. Another picture from the movie theater, and then we went to the bookstore after that. And this is their favorite book series is Dogman. I'm sure you guys all have heard about that. Let's see. Yeah, and I bought some books for my daughter. It was her birthday, and so she wanted more dragon books. And again, this is just a sloppy page. I just don't care what it looks like. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not judging myself. And I don't know what this was from. I found it and stapled it in. Some drawings my kids made, and I just clipped them and pasted them. And then this is just a medicine 12-hour moisture. I'm taking things out of context and mixing them up and just throwing up on the page. I guess I had another dreams. Mailed package to sister. Somebody covered most of my mail art with an address label. I had a dream that a friend's family moved away out to the country to run an acorn farm. It was difficult to visit them. Showing my sister how to use a fat graffiti marker. So that's what I dreamed about. And that led actually to me creating art for my Patreon that month, where it was a girl in a squirrel costume and she was working an acorn farm. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I wonder if it's in this book. I thought I taped it in here. Here it is. Yeah, that's the image I came up with. I thought it was hilarious, an acorn farm. And then I thought about little squirrels and stuff. I meant to put the acorns upside down. Like, right side up. I thought that was my original idea, but then I ended up doing this on the tablet. I have no idea why. But anyway, see how the dream led to creating something? Is this still a dream? Meeting people in a McDonald's within a mall for breakfast. Took daughter to a counselor. Her behavior wasn't very good. One of us stole a shot. Oh yes, I do remember this dream. One of us stole a medicinal shot and tried to hide. Never saw them. And we never saw the therapist. My daughter was wearing her messed up boots, and I just put in all caps, I'm worried about her. And then the next day, daughter has a doc appointment May 1st, and the school counselor has been super nice. Yeah, so you can tell I'm like worrying about my daughter, and I dreamed about her. Anyway, yes, you see, it's like really cool to like look back and see like what your subconscious is doing. And these are scrap pieces of paper, scrapbook paper, put another medication sticker, and I think I actually hid a picture behind here. It was my daughter being funny in the car. Yeah, you can see it's like no stress. I mean, this was just doing this, just didn't think about it, just did it, you know, and it's created like, you know, art, you know. So, not that it's like attractive art, but for some reason, the background, I had made lines to make boxes, but I never did that again because it kind of forced me to think of how to use them, and I didn't really have a use for them. So I thought I would do like a to-do list. So I have goals and a to-do list in here. And this is, I can't remember what this is. I don't know. It might have been from Tara's Happy Meal. And this is when I was suffering from carpal tunnel and I had to order a wrist brace. And I'm still putting that on ever so often because I can't draw. My arm goes numb. And on this page, this is kind of cool. There's a lot of blue going on. I think I experimented with my Caran d'Ache crayons and didn't really like the result. Or, yeah, oh, actually, I tried to glue some things on here, and they were plastic, so they didn't stick. And so I went over them with the Caran d'Ache crayon. And here I keep the receipts of what books we get from the library. That's a cool feature. And my kids came up with this art idea where they would make dots and then they would connect it to make an image, which is a real technique for discovering your creativity and discovering new forms and stuff and shapes for things. And I just put it on another brad to have it swivel around. And this is one of my images, and it has a terribly creative image on the top. And I have some, you know, writing here. Yeah, I think there's like the rest of a dream I had there. And this, I made this journaling card. That's in one of my Patreons. And this is from Pocket Journal Pam. And these little bits are from Terribly Creative. And okay, I want to remember the half scallop circle border here. Good way to frame a character. On the left, the girls made their own dot to dots randomly and then looked for image. They know how to find their creativity. And then under this was the parking pass for the library. Just some writing under that. This was a page that I just put in some of my clippings, my inspirational clippings. I just like this outfit. It's like an olive drab green or a chartreuse green with this bright red. I like the outfit. And this is one of my favorite artists from the Czech Republic, and she recently passed away. Květa Pekovská. Květa? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But she's got these surrealist images for kids in kids' books, which is kind of rare. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, you just keep turning up the flaps, and you'll find that's glued in. You'll find new things. Here's a Peter Pan collar with eyes on it, and some other cool dresses. And I put good source for how neck looks with a Peter Pan collar. So, and I drew it just to see the anatomy and stuff. This is from Susie's Tiny Desk. I thought all the pink matched this, and I liked how I grouped all her pictures together. And yeah, more of the Květa's art, another Peter Pan collar. And I think that's a pocket journal Pam cat, I'm not sure. On this page, these little lizards came from packaging for construction paper, True Ray construction paper that I bought in like blues and greens, cool colors. And we went to the wetlands, so I used them to like represent like the wetlands and like the alligator and stuff. So once I started using things, a color scheme kind of comes out and produces itself on its own, but you don't need to stress out and feel like you have to like coordinate everything. So my kids went on a nice walk. This was a beautiful day at the Wetlands Preserve. We saw a ton of alligators and turtles, the most we've ever seen. Spring break, April 2023, and we saw some baby egrets. I put on some stamps my friend sent me, which match this page pretty well. And then this sticker here that I actually found in my house. And then, oh, and this is a little comic art strip that I made for my Patreon not too long ago. I love this. I was so proud of this. But it says, "You're not ready yet," and it has this moth, which is like a caterpillar at this stage, like in its silk wrapping. I mean, it's not a cocoon. I don't think, is it moths that do cocoons, or is that, yeah, I think it is a moth that does a cocoon, and then the butterfly does a chrysalis, right? So she's in her house, and there's her TV, and like there's an image of like a friend or a family member who's already become a moth, and I said, "You're not ready yet, and that's okay. One day you'll be." And so you'll be yourself. You will come to be you will reach your potential, you know. You'll develop, you'll learn, that kind of stuff. And this is just a random, in my opinion, ugly page, and I just picked stuff that kind of complemented the background, I guess. And this is an image I think that Allie sent me. Love is all you need. And then this is just a packaging from a grip for my Apple Pencil, and I thought it was a cool image, and the card is kind of thick. And I discovered that at Food Lion, I opened the bags up to use them like under some art, and I saw that the bags have like proudly made by Justin S on them, and it has the date when the bag was made. And I just like started collecting them, and I wrote here, "Who is Justin?" And just the other day I saw another name. I should go back and try to collect all the names. That would be so funny. But it's just really mysterious to me. I thought that was cool. And then there's a scrap from a packaging tag. And this little card Allie sent me, and I thought it was really neat. I don't really know what else to do with it, so I'm putting it in here. So yeah, just more images of things that inspire me. These have beautiful colors, and the actual paper engineering in it is interesting. I was really interested by that at the time. And just more things. I put, "Try out a peekaboo journaling card ideas. Love the color palette." And this is another, like a die cut where it's a person's hand holding a suitcase and you unfold it and there's like information in it. And I put, think of a die cut image that can be cut and folded into a fold-a-note. And another cavetta picture. Yeah. And then I have another bread tie there. And that's it for this one. And on this back page, I don't know what I was doing. I created the boxes and then I said, okay, what am I going to do about it? Maybe I'll do sketch ideas. And so I just scribbled in some stuff with the Caran d'Ache crayon. I really don't like how it looks, but it's not meant to be pretty or attractive. It's just meant to, you know, get it down out of your brain. And I just have this barcode here, and I thought, oh, it would be cool to put barcodes on windows of a house. I never did that, but you never know. And this is an image I made a while back. I love it, and it's called Creative Juice, Guaranteed Fresh Ideas If You Drink It. And it's got all the images that we journalers, all the things that we use as journalers. And then there's the picture of the lady looking unnatural in the photo. And here I just stapled junk. This was the inside of a gift bag, and I punched holes in it. I cut a spot so you could still see the dog here, and just rolled it and stapled it. Just tried to do weird things. And then I tied a piece of leftover string in that. And this is leftover scraps of gift bag. And then this is the word April. I don't remember who made that, but yeah, that's the little short-term, non-linear, no rules journaling zine punk journal. That's a really long title. And that is all I have to share with you today. I would love to hear your response and what you think about this journal. And would you ever try anything like this? Do you do something similar to this? It looks a lot different than like the other journals I've made. It's a lot sloppier. It's a little less like dense with stuff and information, but it's just like captures. It's got little bits of captures here and there of random stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys like it and get some inspiration from it. If you're interested in using my art in your journals, visit the link in the description. It leads you to my Patreon account. And I will also always link the other artists that I follow and use in my journals. And you guys, if you enjoyed the video, please do the thumbs up stuff. Please do the subscription stuff. You know what to do. Please, 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 please. And remember, you guys are creative. You just got to do it. Take time for yourself and just get it down. It doesn't have to be pretty. You can do this. You are an artist. Everyone is. Bye, guys.